Oh, you can't see him. Here we go. Just working on a custom order for an order that I got on Etsy. This girl messaged me and wanted me to crochet her cat because she is going away to college. And she's probably there now because I got this order like a week ago. So yeah, she wanted me to crochet her cat, and we decided on like a big like stuffed plush version. And so that's what I'm working on. I did not expect it to come out this big because the pattern that she ended up liking was made in worsted weight. And now we decided to do like plush. So it's hard to judge when you switch from worsted weight to like blanket yarn how big something will be. And like these are like my hands in relation to its head. It's ginormous. It's like bigger than a human head. So I definitely should have charged more, but she was like excited to be going away to college, but sad to be leaving her cat. So I just was like, listen, I'm going to send you some patterns. You tell me which one you like the look of, and then I will like make modifications as needed to make it look like your cat. So yeah, it's just coming out gigantic, and it's going to cost a lot to ship. And I like build shipping into like my custom order prices. I have a medium custom order that's like $60, and then a large custom order that's like $85, something like that. So it's usually not too bad. But this head took a lot of time. And figuring out like where exactly to like do this part took a lot of time. This is the tail. I've got the body done. So it's just the tail and arms and assembling. Thank you for saying it looks good. I was really nervous because like it was coming out so big that I'm like if something's wrong with it, you're going to really be able to tell because it's ginormous. I ended up messaging her like a couple of days after starting, telling her that like I hope she doesn't have a roommate because this cat is going to take up the rest of the room in the dorm. Let me see if I could find the pattern name because it's based off, like strongly based off a pattern from Etsy. Okay, that does not say the name. I'm just going into my purchases on Etsy. I just bought a lot of patterns because it's market season. So I've been like pattern shopping and finding things to make. So the shop name is Big Beebez, Bigbebez. I'm guessing is how you pronounce that. And it's the crochet pattern 5-in-1, the cats. I also bought a squirrel pattern from that same shop because it was like the cutest squirrel I've ever seen. I've not made the pattern yet, but it definitely is like super cute. Thanks. It was actually The whiskers and like the nose were actually really easy to do because it's just all like straight lines. I have trouble with facial features sometimes. Oh, that's really funny. She had like a lot of cute, like kind of cottagecore vibes, but also like, what are they called? Pops, like the pop funk dolls or whatever, where they have like the big heads and like little bodies. And I think that just makes everything look extra cute. I like it. And just so you know, if you ever make the patterns in blanket yarn, they come out absolutely gigantic. Like, I don't know, together, that's got to be like 2 foot tall. Easy. And I got to make arms. So this will have like one more row because I'm just going to crochet the arms like right onto the body. Not that it was a lot of sewing because I really only had to sew the ears on and the tail. It's nice to not have to show a nose. So thanks for being here on my first official live stream on the YouTube. Hi, Jagger. My baby's right behind the computer. He said hi to me. Yeah, say hi. I'm talking to the people, buddy. The people on the computer. What's everybody doing? Are we like at work right now? I'm kind of at work right now. I work from home, so like I have my kids. So if somebody like needs a snack or like is crying, I stop. But this is basically what I do.
Do you get the comments on the computer?
Yeah, there's comments on the computer. My daughter's over here doing homeschool. What are you working on?
Analyzing timelines.
Analyzing timelines. So that's the history lesson?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
Okay.
boring.
Yeah, well, and do your best. Make sure we're not just Christmas treeing answers.
I'm on, I think, the second one, and I have one more until the quiz, I think.
Okay, and are you doing Japanese today too? Okay. And you finished the math?
Yes.
Good. Good. You can probably take a break here in like 15 minutes to stretch since you've like finished something already. Yeah. Good. Yeah, it never occurred to me to buy mini patterns that are like mini and worsted weight and just use plush yarn until recently. And maybe that's because I'm just like stupid. But I'm like, if it's mini and worsted weight or even smaller, because some of them are like sport weight yarn, and then you make them in blanket yarn, they're like still a good size. And they like tend to go faster than something like this, which I'm like a week and a half into. Now it's only a couple hours each day. Like I've probably got about 8 hours into it. So that's how I know I undercharge, because this one's a little rough on the time. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Ooh, where are we on vacation at? I want to go on vacation. Anywhere, really. When do your guys' like fall markets start? Mine don't start until September 8th, I think is my first one, but I'm also really nervous that I don't have enough stock for like the fall season because I have so many back to back, or it feels like they're back to back for me. I know people who do markets like every week, which I couldn't imagine with like kids and crochet. But even having like 2 to 4 a month when they're like weekends, but 2 different markets, that just seems like a lot of stock.
And it doesn't.
Mid-September, yeah, that's about normal here. I didn't know of any August markets for us around here. The one that I usually do is on a farm, and they're literally closed all of August. I don't really know why. I assume it's for the fall season to like set up because they do like a pumpkin patch and everything, but yeah, that's the only semi-local one to me, and it's 30 minutes away. and they didn't have anything going on this month. Oh, nice. First day of school. Yeah, I think it started last week. I see the kids walk by on the way home from the bus, and my dog freaks out like every day. At first, I didn't know like what was happening, and he was just like losing it. And I'm like, what? And then I just seen like 2 little boys, and I'm like, okay, kids. They weren't even like to our house yet because I didn't see them. But my dog somehow like heard them and was just losing it. Like we were about to get like robbed or something. I don't know. Oh, that's exciting. The year bold to have your first market in years be fall. I don't know if I could do that. The fall season gets crazy. Like, you don't get a break. This woman's first market in years is going to be a fall market in November. And that's like close to Christmas. And sometimes people don't act nice close to Christmas. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. Everybody likes crochet, especially if you like crochet amigurumi. They're like cute. So like you tend to attract like nice, happy people, but that's just a lot of hubbub. Were you waving?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see our little gym room. Don't look, because behind it is all my market stuff, so it looks like an episode of Hoarders back there.
It really does. There's a whole entire thing happening back there.
I don't know if they can hear you from that far away.
I don't know, maybe.
Did I close my pattern? I'm making the tail. That's why it's a cylinder. And I might have closed the pattern, but I'm at like 16 rounds, and it's looking kind of long. So I don't remember how many I was doing.
Do we have any mail yet?
No, the mail guy doesn't come till late.
Oh, no, supposed to send me something.
Is she sending me something?
I don't know. She was writing down some stuff that she was gonna send me in the mail. But she might.
For what?
Like a notepad and a new piggy bank since my other one broke.
Oh.
And probably some more hot glue sticks because I'm running out already.
Hot glue?
Sticks.
You have a hot glue gun?
Yes.
Like the kind that you plug into the wall that gets hot?
Yes. Is there any other one that doesn't get hot?
No, but why do you have a hot glue gun?
Because I've been trusted with plugging in the wall and putting glue on things.
That causes me concern.
Well, I'll have you know, I only burn myself at least twice.
Everybody burns themselves every time they use a hot glue gun. But,
well, I'm careful because it really hurt.
Like, that is the nature of hot glue. Inevitably, you'll touch it like once and you'll burn yourself.
He has a lime and a lemon.
Yeah, they've been on the counter. They're from when your grandma was here. Whoa.
Is that the two?
Yeah, 28 rounds. I'm at 20. Holy crap. It's long. Hello. Welcome, new people. And yes, hi, the children. That was Janessa. She just got back like 2 weeks ago from summer vacation with her grandma. Apparently, she got a hot glue gun.
Yeah. I got a lot of other stuff like toys.
Yeah. That's what grandmas are for. I'm just worried about you like burning down the house or like melting stuff together.
But here's the thing. I burned myself only 2 times and I've never started a fire. At least not yet. But
Yeah,
I do.
Well, it only takes one.
I mean, yeah. And I've had it for like a month or 2 that I was there. So.
Okay, well, you go take your little break, walk around. You can go OUT with Jagger if you want.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, later then, because you should go outside every day.
Yeah, I'm going to go outside and ride my bike while you do that.
Okay.
Hi, Jagger. You can't put shoes, Besta. No, I don't want to put my shoes on. I'm sorry. Hey, Pico, go find him. Here. Yeah. Yeah. So you can go watch football.
So this live chat is probably going to replace the other video that I normally do, because I've been doing 2 a week now since like the first time my mom was here and I like fell off the 3 days a week wagon. Just because I've got this order and I'm, like I said, I'm nervous about not having enough for the markets because they all seem back to back. And I have like extra long writing jobs this week. They're normally like 1,500 to 2,000 words a week. And one of them's like 2,500, which isn't a ton more, but it's just more work. So, and I've started trying to get back on like an exercising bandwagon because I haven't gone longer than like 2 days of like exercise in a row since I had my last child, who just turned 1. And like all of my jobs are mostly sitting. I mean, we have chickens and dogs, so I do some stuff, but between COVID and having the first toddler and the like last baby, got a little bit of extra weight, and it's been on too long to call it holiday weight. So that's why we got our like little home gym stuff, because I can't leave to go to an actual gym. There's just too much to do, but that's been going kind of well, except it's more stuff that I got to schedule in my day.
And you don't have to schedule besides like crochet.
And I schedule my whole day, otherwise nothing would get done.
Like cleaning and stuff?
Yeah, I've got, I mean, it's not like a written down schedule, but I got a system. Go do your stuff, child.
Do I have a system?
I mean, you have a system. Like right now, your system's supposed to be taking a break from school before you get back on and finish it. And then today will be your last day of school this week.
Oh my, thank Lord, have Jesus who blessed me with us all.
Okay, probably don't say that,
Why?
because that's a lot. Not trying to take the Lord's name in vain, especially in a live stream on YouTube. Thank you. Children's, am I right? Oh, and I guess I should say, I'm like bad at the whole like running a business thing and posting on social media. YouTube's like the only thing I do semi-consistently, and sometimes I'm bad at that. Like this week, I didn't do the Monday video, and it's really sad because I have more than like 3 videos already filmed. It's just editing. But that's like my least favorite part. Like, I can record videos all day, but to go back and edit them, that's a lot of work, bro. But I did just finish my like Halloween pattern pack, and that went to the winners of the giveaway, and it's also now on Etsy. So if you guys want some no-sew Halloween patterns, they're on Etsy. They're currently on sale for 45% off the full price, because I'm going to do like $2 a pattern because they're simpler, easier patterns. The full price is normally $10, so they're 45% off. So they only cost $5.50 right now for the pattern pack. And I did only intend to do that the first weekend, but I extended it for now. I don't know how long that sale is running, so I would get it now. And I've compared my pattern pack to other pattern packs on Etsy, and mine is like a lot cheaper currently. So now would be a good time if you can. And at some point, I hope either late this month or early next month, I will have a tutorial for 2 of the patterns go up on YouTube. And at which point I might make the pattern like permanently a little bit cheaper, since 2 of the patterns you'll be able to get for free. So you'll only be paying like a little bit just to have like a paper version of it. But we'll see if I get to that, because I've been like kind of busy. I hope to do it though. So everyone has, even if you don't have the money to spend on patterns, has a way to, you know, make some fall stuff for the fall market season. So like everybody's taken care of, you know, a try. And I'm also working on Christmas patterns now. You probably won't see them till late September, maybe even early November, because I'm slow at everything. But I think it's going to be, I've got like the body shape worked out. So there's like a couple of different ways you can make patterns, and we've like never gone over this in a video. But you can just like freehand a shape and make it into like one thing. That's kind of what I did with my fox pattern that's on my Etsy. I just like made a shape, made it into an animal. And then there's using one body shape and seeing how many different things you could turn that one body shape into.
These still
So-
go on there, right?
Yes, they do still go on there. So my Halloween pattern pack were all just like kind of free-handed shapes. I knew the characters I wanted to make. I made those characters, and they were just like basic Halloween staple items. I'm going to do a similar thing, but use the same body shape for my fall stuff. Or not my fall stuff, my winter stuff. So I have the body shape made. And I'm thinking I would like the body shape to be a reindeer, and like a similar version would be like a snowman and the same kind of body shape, and then a Santa Claus. That's like what I envision, but like we'll see. But I think I got the reindeer. Oh, and a gingerbread guy. So it was 4. Because I was trying to think of like 5 patterns for Christmas, and I just can't figure out like the 5th one. But those like 4 things are very like Christmas, winter season. And I think I've got the reindeer and like the gingerbread figured out. And then the snowman will obviously be a little different. Like he'll have the same head form, but I'm probably going to do like the body different because like snowmen don't have legs. And then really on the Santa Claus, it's figuring out like how to do like the beard and where to do the color changes, because he needs to be Santa-y. That's a pretty recognizable character. So if it looks not right, it'll look not right.
You can use like if you want to make Santa, you can use like this type and then just like cut into little things and then sew it on.
I think the winter patterns are just going to be mostly meant to be made in plush yarn. I mean, you can make them in worsted weight, obviously, or whatever weight, but they're not going to be like this size of pattern that is able to be like shrink down into a keychain, like my Halloween versions.
Yeah.
But they'll be cute.
Yeah.
And why don't you go get back on your school so we can get it done, because it's already about noon.
Your pumpkin patterns. Can you put that into like a keychain or like worsted weight plushie?
The other keychain size, those little versions of all of them were the same pattern, just different yarn. Well, different yarn, different hook size. And I didn't say it in the pattern, and perhaps I should go back and add it. But to make the things in worsted weight yarn, I used a 3.5 millimeter hook. And then in the pattern, to make all of them, I used an 8 millimeter hook, and then some I've gone back and used a 7 millimeter hook just to see size-wise, which that's documented in the pattern too, so you guys can like kind of judge the different sizes. I personally have found out that while a 9 millimeter hook with burnout blanket makes like a super big project for like every pattern, the size of the holes the 9 millimeter hook leaves are just like too big. You could see through them, and I don't like that. I just made the duck with the frog floaty from Etsy in a 9 millimeter, and I can see right through it. And I was a little bit disappointed because that's kind of a time consuming pattern. There's like a fair amount of sewing, and you make like a whole floaty for a crochet duck. But it came out cute. There's pictures of that on my Instagram. Yeah, for the longest time, as far as hook size goes, especially with blanket yarn, I used like a 6.5 millimeter hook, and like you definitely couldn't see through it at all. This is a 7 millimeter, just because I knew it was going to be ginormous, so I wanted to try to like mitigate that a little bit. And like even this is like dense. You can't see through this like at all. Oh yes, thanks. She's going to be ginormous.
I thought it was a he.
No, this one was a girl cat. My last custom cat order was a boy cat, and that was like super sad. This woman met me at a market and told me that her daughter's cat had recently passed, and she was like pregnant with twins and like super bummed that her daughters were not going to get to like meet the cat because they had the cat for like 15 years. So they commissioned the grandmother of the twins commissioned me to make the cat twice, one for each baby, to have in their nursery. So that was like a really kind of sweet story, but super depressing. And yeah, that one I think also is posted on my Instagram, and I think I showed it in like a video too. They were, ironically enough, similar color scheme, black and white kind of tuxedo cat, but like normal size, because that pattern was already made in plush yarn, and it was probably like 8 to 10 inches. This thing was going to be like 2 foot tall, legitimately. Like, I'm kind of nervous because I don't know that I have a box on hand big enough for it. I typically ship USPS priority mail just because it's fast, even though it's like semi-expensive. And the largest box I have is their like large priority mail box, which is 12 foot by 12 foot, 8 inches high. 12 foot, 12 inches, 1 foot, 1 foot by 1 foot, 8 inches tall. And I feel like this head would fit if I like laid it like this, but I don't know where we're putting the rest of this body. I don't know. And I can't just be like, you know how to sew, right? You could like assemble it when it gets there.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Hey, can you grab me that black yarn down there?
Yeah,
I should get up, but
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, just say, like, you know how to crochet, right? Like, you can do it.
oh, I got
Oh my god, what's that?
a new device. I got this recently and I've been using it, and this is my like solution to yarn getting stuck because it's like a lazy Susan. So this like tube thing sits into like a base, but there's like a spot between like the base that's connected to the desk and the spot, and it comes off, and yarn was going into that. So, well, the review said yarn was going into that. So I like added a paper plate, and then the yarn is protected from going into it. And then I could just pull all day. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I definitely know like flat rate box. It's not going to work. Unless they make an extra large flat rate box, which I don't know. I've never seen it. But here's a pro tip. If you do ship, the reason why I do the USPS priority mail and like using like the postal service, even though everybody else likes UPS and like FedEx, which I feel like they're more expensive for everything I've ever shipped. And before I did crochet, I made jam. So I was shipping glass jars. You can, at least where I live, order online for free from the USPS website boxes. So I get like all of my boxes for free. I do go on Amazon and buy my like little pouches that I use for, what are they called? Keychains. But I mean, padded envelopes are like leaps and bounds cheaper than trying to get boxes. So that's my like little business hack to save on some expenses. And majority of the crochet things I make are too big to go in a padded envelope. So I use a bunch of boxes. And yes, it's nice to have like one less expense.
The pink one that you sent the sunflower in, is that the pattern envelope?
Yeah, that's a padded envelope, and I got them from Amazon. I wonder if this is Big Twist plush, because all of a sudden it feels like super thin. Oh, you could like see that if I hold it up. Well, maybe not. It feels a lot thinner in the hand. Good thing I got like 2 rounds left. You won't notice that too much, I don't think. This is such a long tail. It just keeps going. The tail itself is a foot long. Okay. What I'm gonna do is do the last round and then roll it because I don't want to overstuff it so it's like super stiff. But rolling it will like spread out some of the stuffing inside. And then I can see how much more I need to stuff. Does anybody have any like crochet related questions?
It's a great pattern.
What's my favorite pattern? Of like my own patterns or patterns from the interwebs?
Any patterns.
People have asked this and I never know. I don't know. I like the Chunky Boy Mushroom from Ribbler. I could tell you what kind of patterns I don't like, and this might be a hot take. I don't like turtle patterns. I've never met a quick turtle pattern.
Oh.
The quickest, like easiest one that I've ever found is that All From Jade turtle that's no-sew. Yes. And that was still like a 3-hour turtle. So maybe I'm slow, but they're just not that fun for me. Let's see. Oh yes, helping with the cone effect. I forgot about that. So it's going to be hard to like explain. Kind of the concept's super simple, but it happens to me a lot, and I think it's because I crochet tight. So you've heard all the like upsizing the hook and like keeping your tension loose and all the things. If that doesn't work and I still have the cone effect and I need to like have that not be a thing, I'll literally, when I go to tie off at the bottom of something, run my yarn up through it, and then you see the magic ring. You can go like under the magic ring, so even if it's in a different color, like you won't see it, and then pull through, and I find that it like squishes down the head to like get rid of the cone and like spreads it out. So that's my like weird little hack, because I have it happen on some things. It's not bad, and I'm not sure why. And then on other patterns, like it's not a ball. It's like this shape. And I'm like, why did I make a Hershey Kiss? I don't know. But that's what I do. And the only thing with that is when you pull it down back through, you just don't pull it down super hard, because then it can like create a divot in the top of the head. But yeah, a little bit of light tension. And then I run it through the stuffing a few times before I like cut it. And it seems to like hold the tension like enough without being like tied to anything. But I stuff like super firm. Like there's not even like, I don't know. I'd probably add like 3-4 more fistfuls to this because it's not super stuffed. But I haven't put the body on yet. But when I like stuff something, it's like it has no give to it basically. Like you'll be poking it and it won't go anywhere. But that's my like weird little hack. And I do still plan on doing that video, and I have everybody's questions written down. So I'll like cover it again then, and then I'll like crochet something with like an example so you could at least see. But for most of the time that works, as long as, like I said, you don't pull down too far and like make the little divot. But like you could tell when you've pulled down far enough, because it'll be back to spherical. The yarn is Bernat Blanket, but I do think I just switched to like Big Twist Plush because it feels a little bit thinner, and the like off-brand is a little bit thinner, but it's fine. And this is like a 7mm hook. So this is white and black, of course, and they're blush pink. And then this is just worsted weight yarn, and same with the little pink in the nose. And I just sewed that on there. Yeah, it's a good tip. If it like works out for you, let me know. Because I've found decent success with that, especially in bees. Like sometimes the front of my bees be looking kind of pointy, and obviously that's not always a cute look. So I fixed that. And things. Yeah, it's coming out great. It's for a custom order. I think the title said something like that. I don't remember what I put. I'm like new to live streaming. Never done that before. And I'm relatively new to YouTube too, so I've like posted whole unedited videos by accident and accidentally posted without thumbnails and posted and didn't realize I had like copyrighted music in the background, so it's like muted my videos. Or I was like doing my own editing and like put up music too loud, so I like really don't know what I'm doing like 3/4 of the time I'm doing this. But yes, thank you. I need scissors. That's what I need. Yeah, I think I put Crochet with Me live stream, and then in the description I said something about a custom cat order. And yeah, she thick. Thanks. I had already sent her a couple of pictures of how the head came out, and she was very pleased. Yeah, you definitely got to start somewhere. I'm like really super technologically challenged. So like I bought an Apple laptop because my Dell laptop that we've had for like 5 years was just not having anything saved on it anymore. It was telling me that it was like out of space, but I had gone through and like deleted everything on it. So I like asked some people who recommended like a MacBook Air, and this is my first Apple product ever. And my mouse like scrolls backwards. I don't know why. I guess that's an Apple thing. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Control C and Control V for copy and paste, like the hotkeys on the computer. It's like Command C and Command V. Like what? Apple people just out here living in a whole nother world, because that's not how that works. But I spent like probably 2 months. Yeah, it's like when I want to go up, I scroll down. When I want to go down, I scroll up. Or like however. Like down should be down and up should be up, but it's backwards. I don't understand.
Mom, Jagger fell in the background.
Oh.
And his peanut butter was fine.
Oh my goodness. Are you okay, buddy? Did that land on the floor?
Yes.
Jagger, don't. Kids are gross, bro. I mean, it gets vacuumed, and it's actually due to be vacuumed today. But
oh, Louie. Be nice.
Yuck. Are you okay, buddy? Oh, yeah. See, the live streaming, I won't lie to you guys. It's a little bit weird. But, I mean, I think it's going fine. And there's only like 10 or 11 people here, like at most so far. So it's been like low pressure. But I felt like that way about YouTube in general. And my channel, and this is going to sound like I'm complaining. I'm definitely not. My channel like got big-ish fast. Oh, what I consider big. Yeah. Jujubee is sleeping. He's having his nap.
Is that a leg?
This is not a leg. This is a tail.
Tail.
Yeah, tail. Yeah, tail to the kitty cat. So it's going to go like this. I don't know. That seems way too long. It said 28 rows. That seems ginormous, though, right? And that's the front. No. Yeah, that's the back.
You see it? What the heck?
It seems like a little much.
It's super, super, super long.
It's like a kickstand. Can I show that on the internet? I need to undo that.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, man.
I mean,
I'm going to check again because I checked, but yeah, cat's tail is long. I won't lie, it made me uncomfortable. It says 10 to 28, and I've got 27, which means I didn't click after the last round. Maybe I didn't click for a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so I've got one extra, but even if I took one off of that, that's still going to be too long. Ooh, okay. We're just going to pause on that for now, and I can adjust as needed. Yeah, you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I don't think I can show that on the internet, and I need to fix that because I'm not going to send that to the customer that way because why is it like that? Oh, man.
Are you just going to like undo the
I mean, I guess it is in proportion to the head, but with the body, I don't know.
Is the body supposed to be that small?
I think I don't think I could show this on the internet. I think like this many seems like a more reasonable. Like the tail can be like twice the leg length at most to like keep proportions. Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. I think that comes out to about 6 or 7, but right about that I think would be okay.
There's a different herd case on freaking Netflix.
Yeah. Are you doing school? Am I putting on this TV? I don't know.
He is.
Jagger, I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube people for having like copyright things in the background.
No, Gilmore Girls isn't that copyright.
Gilmore Girls is copyright, and if it picks up the theme song, it'll mute my video.
That's probably not good.
What do you want to watch, buddy?
Orange Morphle.
Orange Morphle?
Why does he have to watch the orange one? Why can't he just watch the like...
There's a difference between whatever episode of Morphle they are, and I don't know why.
Season?
Yeah, whatever season. There's like different versions. It's the one, the thumbnail of it's not always orange.
Yeah, he
but
said,
it
no,
says like
one.
recently added. Is it this one, Jagger?
He literally said, no, not that one. And then I was like, well, look at it. It's like the only one there, bud.
You want Garfield? Oh my goodness, these kids.
He wanted Murphle, then he wanted Garfield. And I was gonna want friggin' Froggy.
Run along now, Skip. Is all your school done?
Yeah, I got a 50, but I don't want to go back on it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go back on it. Or we're dropping Japanese, bro. That's what I said. You're either gonna do it or I'm not paying for it.
I'll do it a little bit.
She picked Florida's homeschool requirements are pretty like loose, and you don't really have to teach any specific subject. You just have to document that you've taught something and show progression in it. But for if she has like higher education aspirations, I am like continuing to teach her the core subjects, but I let her pick some electives she could do because she is supposed to be like middle school this year. And she picked Japanese, but it's been like we're a weekend and it's like a fight to get her to do it.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes no sense because how they do it is they just show a picture of, let's just say, a person eating. And then they expect me to know what
just run along.
It means.
Thank you. I think it's the setup of Rosetta Stone. And she is right. It is like a picture and they don't put like words under the picture. They put like the Japanese word under the picture, but they say it, and you're just supposed to like ascertain from the picture that that word means boy, because there's a boy in the picture, but it's not like, doesn't mean shirt, doesn't mean like child, like who knows. Well, I will see you in like the next one, whenever that is. Should I do like a schedule live stream? I don't know how that would work. And I'm surprised to even have like 10 people here, because I feel like most people don't get to like work from home. So I just expected everybody to be like off at work, which is a reason why I picked the time, you know, when I did, because I figured like it'd be close to lunch. So if anybody hopped on their lunch break, they could come in, but it kept the numbers low. That's why I did like middle of the day on a weekday. I'm just like not good at it. You see, I got a lot of kids running around, so I don't know when I would do it. But I also don't know, does anybody like actually like live streams? Or is it just like the crochet with me of the cute kitty? I'm going to undo some of these rows since I'm supposed to be crocheting. I still have to make arms, but I think I'm going to print the pattern because I don't like working off the TV or off the computer.
Are you ending the thing?
Not yet. I'll end it soon. Jewwood is going to be up soon. Give it to me. I like tied it off, so I have to untie it. Okay. I just pulled a lot of fluff through. Give it back.
Look at the car. Oh no. Wow.
I hate stuffing when working with black yarn. It's like the worst. And my stuffing is all getting caught in my crochet stuff. Wednesday is my only day off, so I normally don't watch lives. Oh, nice. That's shocking that you guys like enjoy live streams more, because I don't know that I would. But I listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I set it at like double speed. So I just like to be like shouted at like really fast for like information. I don't know why. I just ripped my yarn, and I think I have a problem. Oh no. What do I do? Oh, saved by the fact that I tied yarn on. Okay. I can untie this. It'll be fine. Is it still twisted? No. Well, I'm glad you guys are entertained by the chaos. It is like chaos a lot here. That's why I decided to wait until the baby was like down for his nap, because sometimes he just goes rogue and literally just shouts in the background and like smashes his toys on things. There we go. Haha. I win. It was stuck, so that would have been a good idea, rolling it in. But I had recently, like 2 rows before, just tied on. So even though it broke, that tied on piece, like, it helped a lot, because I just basically started over. That still seems a little bit long. I'm going to do like 1 more row and see. More? Less? I can't tell. That still seems kind of like a lot. You're welcome, guys. I always try to help. Even though, like, I'll tell you, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is what I did and it works for me. So, like, if it works for you, great. If not, like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, That's where a lot of my advice comes from. I think that might be okay. Thank you. You guys have a good day. To everybody who's like here and about to leave, I appreciate you guys being here. Welcome to my like chaotic live stream with all my kids and my messing up the crochet pattern and the too inappropriate for the internet tail. I probably will get going soon too in like 5 minutes ish, but we'll go over some things that are like happening soon. So I have not bought the gift cards yet, and I was supposed to do that over the weekend, but my mom just like left town on Friday. She was bringing my daughter back and like visited for a week, so I just like didn't get around to it. So that's definitely on me. I am getting them this week though, and they will be sent out to anybody who did win. If you didn't win, we are doing another giveaway at 2,000 subscribers, and I guess I can move this up now since I'm not crocheting. But yeah, another giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. I'm hoping at that point it's close to Christmas because I like the idea of giving patterns away. And so then I could give Christmas patterns away. I might do yarn again as well. You guys will let me know, like, and especially like on the replay for anybody who watches this. Let me know. Do you like yarn more? Do you like notions more? Would you rather just have a gift card so you can get whatever crochet stuff you actually need, or even spend it? Because I'm planning on doing like Visa gift cards so they could be spent anywhere. What do you like? I don't want to give you guys stuff you don't like, especially because it costs me money and my channel is monetized. But I've been monetized for almost a month now and I've made like $70. So it's not, and YouTube won't even give it to me till I've made over 100. So like everything that I choose to like give you guys, it's like literally me choosing to give it. So I definitely don't want to like waste my time and give you guys stuff you don't like want or need. That's why for the first giveaway that I did, when I gave away yarn, I like asked people like, do you prefer like worsted weight or a blanket yarn? And I gave out yarn based on like their preference. So yeah, you guys let me know. Do you like the gift card thing? Should I be giving other crochet stuff? Would it be like off brand too much to do like non-crochet related stuff? Like, I just need guidance because I don't know what I'm doing. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's nice. If you guys also appreciate just anything, like that's cool. But also, not that you're saying it just to like seem like it's the right thing to say. If you don't feel that way, like for real, just let me know. Like I'm particular about stuff. If I was like receiving stuff in a giveaway and it was like a choice between like blanket yarn or like worsted weight yarn, I would probably choose blanket yarn personally. Just because worsted weight tends to be cheaper. Not always, but tends to be. And yeah. So that's just me. Though, you know, as far as like patterns go, like I'll receive any sort of pattern because I just collect them at this point. I've got, I don't know, a couple hundred patterns, and I've probably made around 100 of them, but people are so talented and I just had to have it. I bought one off of Ravelry one time that was like a $12 pattern, which is, for a single pattern is pretty expensive, but it's this like cool like tea kettle thing and has like windows. It's very like cottagecore, and I just needed it because it was really pretty. But that's a really expensive pattern. Same. That's why I like my new like little, this has really been fun. I'll like pull it and then like respin it and then pull it again, and it just glides so smooth. Yeah, I've got enough patterns to last a lifetime too, especially because the crochet person I thought I was going to be is not the crochet person I am. And you guys let me know if you're like this or if this is just like a weird me thing. I definitely thought I was going to be like a blanket crocheting, clothes crocheting kind of person. And even if it was just like baby clothes for like my babies and kids, because obviously kid clothes go a lot faster than clothes for me because I'm like a size 18, 20-ish. That's usually when I just go to elastic waist. But I bought a bunch of clothes patterns, realized, and a couple of blanket patterns, realized that that's like too much for like my ADHD. And that's why I like somehow got into plushies, which I thought I would have no interest in. I like originally had discovered the first crochet channel that like I ever watched was the La Petite Sans Crochet person. Lady, Elise, I think is her name. And I was like, well, she's got like a vibe, but she does toys. And like, I don't think I'm going to do that. So then I started watching Tony Lipsy because she does like clothes and blankets. And I was going to get into Tunisian crochet. And I've got her book somewhere with my other crochet books. And I don't know when it happened or why, but I decided I was going to like learn to make an octopus. And then I got into plushies like that way and realized that like that's for me, because even this week-long project I'm done in a week and it's done. But I'm doing a blanket from like a subscription box, and it's like a year-long project, and that's how blankets feel like. They're year-long projects because I cannot. And when I'm doing it, I like get so bored because it's like 137 stitches across. Like 137 double crochets in a row makes me just want to like it's not fun. Yeah, they're more instant gratification. And then they're like still customizable. Like the original kitten pattern was orange and stripy, and now it reminds me of a cow. That wasn't intentional. It's just kind of like tuxedo cat, but she had more like splotches. So I like changed the whole color scheme of it. So you can just customize them like way easier. Whereas I feel like doing clothes, other than changing like the general color, you can't really go off pattern too much because you need that to fit. And you also, another thing I realized that is the reason I like plushies, gauge does not matter. Trying to figure out gauge for my like crochet blanket box, which is like an Annie's Kit Club thing. It's the striped sampler Afghan, if anybody's curious. Trying to figure out gauge was like a nightmare because like I did it and then it didn't work. So then I had to undo it and do it again. And I ended up going up a hook size and adding stitches, which apparently like avoids them helping you if you add stitches, but I was not getting the measurement. And I'm like kind of a largish person. A toddler blanket is not going to work. So after sizing up, I just decided to like add stitches. So it worked. And there's going to be a whole video on that because I like what I'm making, but the subscription's a little bit of a mess. It's not a huge deal, but it's a little bit of a mess. So, but yeah, I'll do a video about that. I'm not super pleased, but I'm not going to cancel. It's one of those meh things. But yeah, that was like a spiel I didn't mean to get into. The moral of the story there is I've got patterns that I know I'll never make because they're clothes related. And I initially started out collecting like baby clothes patterns because I thought that's like the kind of person I was going to be. So I've got like an entire binder of like baby clothes patterns. Yeah, maybe I'll like give that away at some point because technically the patterns were paid for. And if I'm not going to use them and I only give them to one person, well, that is sharing patterns. Like it's still equal because I'm not using it and they're going to use it and I won't have a record of it anymore. But yeah, I think I'm going to get on out of here. It's been like an hour. I got to make some arms and like print this pattern because it's hard to work off a computer. And I get distracted with like Facebook because I don't know. I don't have a lot of discipline. That's probably another reason why I like having the patterns in front of me. It's just like one thing to focus on. That's what it's like having a toddler. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. The next video is going to be seeing how many penguins I can make in a day. And that was super fun. And then you'll get to see all my color schemes, which will hopefully be like inspirational if you're making penguins for your market. And it was one of the no-sew patterns that I shared in one of my like no-sew videos, which I don't know, I'll link in this description box when this goes onto my channel, however that works, the not live version. But yeah, it's been great chatting with you guys, and we should do this again sometime. And I hope you guys have a great day and the rest of your week. Bye.
Okay. So weird.